Warning: the following recording contains violent scenes that viewers may find unsettling. Viewer discretion is advised.
And welcome to Tulsa by Night presents Tulsa on Fire, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Sabbat game utilizing rules from the Storyteller's Vault. Tulsa on Fire is our first recorded story arc, which takes place in 2018 in the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Come and enjoy the night with our cast. Maurice Guilford of Clan Hecata, played by Tim. John Redfoot of Clan Salubri, played by Brennen. Kenishi, a pander, played by Peter. Callisto Liana Abakumova of Clan Tzimsce, played by Candy. Luke Masters of Clan Lasombra, played by Charles, with Scott as your storyteller. In the year 2018, at an underground rave, a mass embrace occurred, and our vampires were sent into the city to break the fragile truce between the Anarchs and the growing Camarilla in the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you would like to follow Tulsa by Night, you can find us on Twitter at Tulsa_by_night_RPG. Now, let us drink deeply of the night.
I have not seen any of you here before. Is this your first time?
Yeah. I'm not. Maurice is completely like just nodding. Yes. Just can't quite
This
get
is your
that.
first time? Oh, wow.
I stand up and bow to her.
And
Yes.
she, and she curtsies back.
In Japanese, I say, "It is a most honored welcome to meet you."
And she looks to you and smiles. When someone does not speak a language, but they know they're being complimented, where they're just like, "Oh, thank you."
You're hot.
Is that what you say? You're like, "Oh, thank you so much for that compliment." Well, since this is your first time, allow me to give you a fresh round of drinks on me. And she grabs the coaster and she kisses it. And then it's her own distinct lipstick. And she just sets it down. We'll just give that to your server. They know what that means. Do you enjoy tonight's entertainment?
The music is very interesting. I'm not used to something of this nature.
Oh, we have this wonderful DJ. He can spin. He can take two genres and fold them together like lovers laying down.
He deserves a raise.
I
hate you so much.
Well,
Wait, how did Maurice hate me so much?
No, I hate you. Maurice likes you.
if there is, and will you be staying for tonight's main attraction?
We don't know what it is.
Oh, we have this amazing dancer. She comes from Egypt. She does an amazing dance with snakes and swords.
Oh, yes. We'll be staying for that.
It sounds very tasteful, and we are looking to relax tonight. And maybe I'm not from Tulsa, so I'm trying to figure out what there is to do in this area.
Oh, Tulsa is this wonderful city where if there's really anything that you want to do, you can find the place to do it.
We'll have to keep that in mind. Is there any suggestions of things similar to this establishment?
Similar to this establishment, the sister establishment is in Los Angeles.
So I'm going to be taking a plane trip. Well, why not?
However, there are places that try to copy the aesthetic of Le Chat Noir, but they fail in comparison.
Yes, I've never seen anything quite like this.
It is beautiful,
It is.
is it not?
It is. It's gorgeous. Speaking of that, I pull out a business card and I say, I'm Dr. Abakumova, and I would like to give you this card if you or any of your girls need any assistance. Maybe send them my way, and
Pretty sure she doesn't need
work.
assistance.
I will be happy to work something
You
out.
said
I think
it.
she takes the business card and, as if someone who's taking a business card that really doesn't care,
Mm-hmm.
but doesn't want to offend,
Mm-hmm.
is like, oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And as you know, as she's, I must move on.
You are very gracious to us. We
Oh,
appreciate
yes.
your presence so very much.
Well, thank you for being a patron.
We'll definitely have to come back some other night.
Well, I plan on staying for the finale. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
And then with that, she just kind of walks away.
And I roll
Just
my
watching.
eyes, and I'm thinking all of them are
And she's
stupid.
moving to the next table.
We're all men.
You
But
were
as
you were
she-
interested by
But
it
kind of
too.
as she walks, her fingers just kind of linger on John's shoulder as she walks by. Just that, just got gracious little, where you can feel both the pads of her, the pads of her fingers, and the slight and the ever so slight touch of her fingernails as they roll off your shoulders ever so graciously, and just moving on.
Jealous you got touched by her. Interesting.
But I wanted to ask: is your character name Callista or Callisto?
Callisto.
Calypso?
Callisto. I have it in the Discord.
I know.
I had it written down as Callista. I'm like, oh, okay. I need to make a note and change. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
And then the weird last name, but
No, we don't.
Abakumova, it means embraced
Like we care.
or heart.
I got everybody by the first name because otherwise I'm not going to be able to remember all of it.
All right.
I will continue to watch and I'll wait for our server to bring the special stuff around, I guess.
it's special stuff. Just free rounds.
Yeah.
The cheap shit.
They said she knew what it means. I'm like, okay, this will be interesting.
Okay.
I don't want to drink any strange blood.
Yeah.
She said the rounds were on her. I mean, it's free rounds. We don't have to pay
A
for
pretty
it.
woman is paying. A professional establishment owner is paying.
Now,
for free
is this a
shit.
conversation that you're having
in character.
in character?
Yeah.
Well, I don't say blood out loud. It's just like, we'll see.
They're
free?
free drinks.
And
And
a
we're
pretty
turning
lady
down
offered
free
it.
drinks from the owner.
No, I won't turn it down. It doesn't mean I have to drink it.
I'll drink yours, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's-
I drink a lot of strange stuff. No worries. And when the
Well,
waitress
continue.
comes by, when the waitress comes by, we'll
So-
Exactly where are we sitting? Are we like in the front by the stage?
So it's
or-
not so much like
Yeah,
a
but-
stage, right? There are different rooms,
Oh, okay.
and this room is the room that you're in is called the red room,
Okay.
where the lights are kind of red. The woman dancing is doing a Middle Eastern belly dance kind of thing.
Mhm.
There's the red room, the blue room, the green room, and the white room.
Okay.
But then there's also a bar, and I wouldn't really call it a room so much, but more just like its own area. But to get in and out of the rooms, you have to go through a very large bead curtain.
Oh, okay.
It's very Middle Easternish cabaret kind of thing.
Awesome. Be fun.
It's not an American strip club or just an American or American topless bar where there's a stage, there's a bunch of it smells like beer and piss. But no, this is a very
With lots of
nice
perfume.
intelligent. This is very upscale.
Okay.
It's not a gentleman's club, it's a burlesque club. More focus on performance, less on skin.
That's cool.
That's a better way to put it.
I like burlesque shows.
I'm not quite sure what all is going to happen, but this performance should be pretty awesome.
It sounds like it'll be amazing.
I'm excited to see.
I mean, aren't you excited to see swords and stuff be... Ooh, hey, future customer, maybe. You never know.
Customer, you never know.
Should have told her that you were a weaponsmith. Could have gotten that out. Kind
But
of missed that.
Yeah. I was too busy.
Ogling things.
Not ogling, just
Oh no, that was
Professionally
ogling.
reviewing.
professionally reviewing the artistry that came by the table.
Me too.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at all the fine
You
details.
slack-jawed retard.
I was looking at
All of
professional
you.
dress and trying to figure out who the designer was.
Yeah, you were looking at the things
You're
in the
a
dress.
designer in the dress, yes.
Yeah.
You cads, would you take me from being that low?
Yes.
No more drugs for you.
No more for you either. All of you became slack-jawed morons.
They do say that
I mean-
artists always leave a signature on their painting.
I would like to leave a signature of her.
No, you would like to. Never mind. I'm just not going there.
You know,
You'd like
you
to
wanna
leave
drink her
something
blood.
in her, I'm sure.
John,
Yes.
what I need you to do is please make for me a intelligence and awareness roll. And I need you to beat 2.
That's 5, so hopefully we can do it.
Oh no, I've totally biffed on 6 dice. So.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I didn't jinx myself with making fun of you. That is 4.
I was like, I see at least 2 successes.
4. All right. Okay, so as you're just kind of looking around, and like I said, you can see through this area, even though it's its own room. Like I said, it's the beaded wall.
No, yeah.
And sitting at the bar, not facing in the bar, but definitely facing out, you see a man. And this man is wearing it is a suit that you could pick up at a liquidator. It is not a well designed suit. You're like you've seen people dressed like that when the sheriffs had to go to court, or they were doing a press junket. It's that J.C. Penney suit that you've got
Hang
when
my
you
closet.
have to.
Yeah. Have to look nice.
But by the way that he's moving and looking around, it's the same way that you are moving and looking around, because law enforcement.
Law enforcement sees law enforcement.
But from the looks of it, he has no idea. He has not seen you
hasn't
yet.
caught me yet.
He hasn't caught you yet.
What is he doing at the bar? What is he drinking? Is he
Right
drinking?
now, he's drinking he's got a tumbler that has black liquid in it. You would have to answer that question.
Yeah, I'd have to go up.
You would actually have to get up close and see.
Are you going to relay this information to any of us? You don't have to.
Yeah. I have a weird feeling about something. I'm going to check it out. And then I get up and I go to the bar and I kind of go a long way so he doesn't, and like the opposite direction of what he's mainly looking. And I like probably 3 or 4 seats down from him with a couple of people in between us, so I can look at him but not really notice him. Notice.
So, okay. So what is it that you're actually looking for?
Well, I'm trying to really see if he, because I'm trying to pick up on if he's drinking alcohol or not. Like, is he there to like relax and he's out of his comfort zone and he's like on a blind date or something?
Is he on duty or off duty?
Yeah, is he on duty or off duty?
Or if he's casing the joint.
Yeah, or if he's like casing joint
looking for
something to signal a raid.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with burlesque Joe.
It's totally legit.
Like I said, everything in here, like what you know is everything that you've seen thus far is legal.
Yeah.
You haven't seen anything illegal.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering about this guy. What is?
But we haven't been to them.
So I will let you make a roll of intelligence and insight. But that will be, because you're looking for that very, very specific information, that's going to be a very, very difficult roll, because to get that information, you would actually need to talk. You would actually need to engage in conversation. Because you're asking specific information based on one.
Don't overcomplicate things.
I'm not. Well, I was thinking about using heightened senses to see if he's nervous, but if he's nervous for a date or if he's nervous for police shit going down, it's not.
You can use heightened senses to smell if it's alcohol in the
I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Heightened senses can allow you to smell.
Yeah, I want to use heightened senses to see if I can smell if there's. Well, would I be able to distinguish that in the middle of a bar, in a club?
If you get high enough.
I don't know, because how heightened senses works is you just open that sense to like.
Yes.
So
I would smell everything around me.
You would smell.
I would smell. I'm trying to smell alcohol at a bar.
You would smell tons of alcohol
and
at a bar.
crack.
You would definitely smell alcohol.
Is there a specific way how premonition works? Is it just fighting, kind of?
How premonition works is you have a vision of something that may or may not happen in the future.
Okay.
But, I mean, how does your sense of living work? Because you might be able to pick up on, like, I
Since
guess...
life or death,
Okay.
It's just, I can tell if they're a vampire or not.
Because, like, I know further down in, like, celerity, you can get something that you can sense people's aura, and then you can kind of tell if, like, they're having a good time, nervous, drunk, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's actually level 3.
Yeah. I knew it was a little higher. I just didn't know if...
I'm going to order, like, a drink from the bar.
Okay.
Like, just a salt drink. And then when I get it, I'm going to walk towards him, and then so he's looking out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Such a
go
cop.
like next to him, right outside of his field of vision, and then I'm going to kind of cut into the bar. Is there anybody sitting directly next to him?
So no, there's
No,
no
okay.
one. It's kind of like this. He's at the bar. It's a real nice, ornate bar. But I mean, there are people at the bar, but it's not. This is not where the entertainment is. The entertainment is in the rooms.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to walk, and then I'm kind of going to fall into the bar right next to him, and kind of like just kind of brush him on my shoulder when I land. And like, oh, sorry, man, sorry. You know, and then kind of take it in. Oh man, I've had too much to drink. That was.
So,
Oh, sorry.
since that's a very specific thing that you're trying to do, let's go ahead and give me a dexterity and
Subterfuge.
subterfuge.
Dexterity and subterfuge. Or subterfuge?
Middle row, all the way at the bottom.
Ah. Okay. And that's 3.
And
That's 2 successes. Wow, humans have so much more dice.
all right. So as you're just kind of, you know, wobbling, it's the exaggerated movement that immediately catches his attention, and he just kind of watches you fall into the bar, and but you know, you don't catch him off, so you don't catch him on surprise. It was that that little wobbling, maybe it was a little too exaggerated. Maybe it was just not well thought out, or you know, but he's just like, and you're like, oh, I've had way too much to drink. And he just kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, this is the place to do it."
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh, you got his attention. Now what are you going to do?
yeah.
Weird drinking question break.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have been. I told myself I wasn't going to drink that much tonight, but here we are. No. Well,
So, are you trying to pretend to be
I'm
very
trying
drunk?
to, not really, really drunk, just a little too drunk.
A little too drunk? Like, maybe you might slur an S. Maybe you might turn a ST into an SA, an SHT occasionally.
I never talk like that when drunk. How dare you stereotype, sir?
So, just to see how well you pull this off, give me a manipulation and performance. And if you don't have anything in performance, I will take subterfuge.
And 3 dice again.
Better than nothing.
That's 2 successes.
And after a while, okay.
Oh man, I shouldn't.
Where he's just kind of like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I should have come here. But, who cares about me? Why are you here? A little overdressed for.
Oh, I got off work.
Yeah, I can understand that. But you know, gotta apologize for saying this, but you don't exactly fit in. That's why I asked. Yes, sir.
And it's at this point in time that he's just kind of like, you can drop the act. You can. I appreciate, I truly appreciate what you're trying to do. I'm sorry. I got off work, just coming here, chilling out. Been kind of a rough day, but it's okay. I appreciate it, and I don't swing that way. I'm sorry. But you know what? Thank you.
Things not working out for either of us, are they, John?
But I don't mean to offend you. It's just, I thank you, but, yeah. And you can tell now that he's flustered.
From a distance.
But, he saw right through your act.
But
Man, I wish I had this stash, but it had some popcorn. Really
Well, someone's striking out. Just think of it. You're not the only one that struck out tonight.
But I will say that you did, when he did talk to you, you did get a catch of his breath. And yes, he has been drinking alcohol.
Okay. So he is just a
Off-duty.
off-duty kind of staying in a paranoid kind of stance that all cops take. So he's like, sorry, and I kind of just slink away.
Okay.
But take a kind of like long, zigzaggy thing, and like halfway to the table, make sure he's like not looking at me, and then go back to the table.
Hey!
But just to let you know,
Mortals 2, Vampire 0.
this is what the man looked like.
Beat cop in a suit.
Yes. Just, he's just a very average person. Maybe, maybe underneath that ill-fitting suit, he's,
a lovable,
he
boy.
might have some muscle definition, or he might not. Can't really tell. But
When John gets back to radio, so did you make a new friend? What's his name?
He's very obviously law enforcement. I was just making sure that he wasn't here for actual police matters. He's just off duty.
Smoky.
So, I know some people have certain types of flavors they prefer to eat. I didn't know that's what you go for.
That's not what I'm going for. What are you talking about?
Listen, we all have our own particular taste that we like to
Striking out again, aren't we, John?
Striking out of what? I had a suspicion, and
she was hungry earlier, and
I'm not hungry at all.
She struck out.
And she looks still hungry, so I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad for her. I'm not hungry at all. So.
You're in denial.
I'm
Of
just
what?
a little bit hungry.
We're not in Egypt.
I'm
Speaking of
failing at my
Egyptians,
new
we're
power usage, okay?
Wait, what?
What? Huh?
Well,
Tabitha taught me a new skill, and I'm sucking at it. So
Yeah, I guess you are.
Maybe you should go try it on the cop.
well, maybe I'm, a little on edge since, you guys keep committing crimes
We have not committed one crime tonight.
tonight.
I haven't
Yet.
No,
Midnight
Yes.
is still young for you people.
we've left no evidence behind, if that makes you feel any better.
Yes. She's left video evidence behind.
Hey, what
I
have
forgot about that.
What
video evidence?
have I
Let's
done?
all just
That's
calm down
illegal.
tonight. We're here to
And
talk
about
about
this
fun.
time, The dancer changes. Now it is a woman who is there are 4 men that come up on stage, and all the men are dressed the same. They have black slacks on. They have a mesh shirt that you can clearly see the definition of their bodies, but they're each setting a pole into the ground. And there's this woman that comes up, and her dress literally looks as if it was wound upon her. And as she affixes one piece of that dress to a pole, the music changes, and she begins dancing and twirling in between the poles. As she dances and twirls, her dress is kind of weaving every time, revealing more and more skin.
This is a very long and tedious way to undress, but I guess it makes for entertainment.
I guess this is
You're
the
supposed to be
Egyptian
the-
woman, because it seems very mummy.
You're the cultured one? That is beautiful what she's doing.
I'm not going to deny it. It is art. I'm just
It
saying.
is very good art.
Especially the artist.
Okay, so he likes to eat law enforcement. You like to eat artists. All right, cool. Glad we've established that.
I don't like to eat law enforcement. No.
He
How
likes
do you
to-
know?
Those kind of
Because they were
artists.
my...
Yes.
I'm not going to eat my former coworkers.
I mean, it's okay to eat dog in some countries.
What?
Yeah, but I found out a very interesting thing. Chihuahuas were bred to be eaten.
See, there you go. If you want to eat pig, that's totally okay.
Bacon's delicious.
I'd rather not eat anybody.
As
Pork chops are great, especially with some applesauce.
as the conversation is just kind of, as the conversation kind of dies, as the music gets louder, 2 women walk into the red room. One of them, she is wearing an elegant, very, very, very elegant business suit with her blonde. She has very blonde hair, blue eyes, but her skin is very, very pale. And the next woman with her hair is, she's wearing a business suit as well. The woman with very, very black hair that's pulled back into a very tight bun. The woman the blonde woman, her suit is this immaculate, very immaculate blue. And the woman with the black hair, hers is an immaculate red, almost made of velvet. And with that, the camera will begin to fade as we conclude this episode of Tulsa on Fire.